Welcome to the Health Rant of the Week, episode 30. Hi, my name is Alejandro Fleury. I am a certified fitness and nutrition coach with Alta Fitness. Today's title is What You Don't Know Can Hurt You. Okay? So, today I decided to make a video that is going to be pretty much a compilation of what I have observed, okay, more than anything else. All right, so, and this is a video, once again, this video is for you, and it's about raising awareness. This is what I do best, so my method, as most people that already know me know, is awareness, education, implementation. And it's basically this, is awareness. What is awareness? Awareness is how the things that you are currently doing can hurt you. Okay. What is the education? Learning how to do those things better. And what is the implementation? Now you know what you were doing wrong. Now you know how to do it right. Now it's time to put them to practice. And that's basically all it is. I mean, that just, that applies to anything and everything that you do in life. That goes for, my particular topic, or what concerns me is, it's health in general. So it's fitness, nutrition, sleep, hydration, stress management, all that stuff. Okay, so that's the part that I can help with. That's the part that I coach about. Okay, now the reason I think it's very important for me to make this video is because there are out there, especially right now, you watching now, today, this is 2020, this is the 13th of November, 2020. You will be very vulnerable to the things that you don't know, okay? So a very good example of that is how we're in the middle of the pandemic, there's only conversation back and forth between, like wearing the mask and sanitizing. There's very little conversation on, okay, so how do you keep any virus from attacking your body, or how do you stay strong? How do you build the immunity so that you don't have to worry about being victims to any type of illness? We're not going to talk about pandemic, endemic, whatever the term is now, because it's been changing lately. All right, so that's number one. And what I'm trying to say with that is that there are certain industries, certain fields that are remarkable for banking on people's ignorance. And don't take this the wrong way. Ignorance is basically the absence of knowledge about anything. All right, so that's basically what it is. I'm not saying that. So this is not to say that anyone is dumb or anyone is uneducated or something that, as much as we'd like to, there's only so much you can learn, and you will prioritize learning on the things that you think are impactful to your life in the short run. Okay, that's basically what it is. It's just human nature. Now, and the reason I say this once again is because I see people that are really, truly trying to do a better thing for their health, but they're following bad advice, and it's getting them worse off. They're actually not in better health. They're actually in worse health, where they're actually doing their best to follow some even official guidelines from, like medical or nutrition or whatever, physical activity, and they are not better off. And then people start wondering, what is happening? Why are they in particular not getting results? And the problem is that there is a lot of money. And I'm going to tell you, it's the medical industry, pharmaceutical, the food industry, the supplement industry, the fitness industry even, all right, are pretty remarkable, as I mentioned today, those are honorable mentions in the sense that they are very, very well known for banking on what you don't know. So things like heart healthy being a trans fat, heart healthy canola oil, for example. or that's not a trans fat, but it's a mechanically and chemically processed oil, which is absolutely disgusting for your health. So the heart healthy, who promotes a heart healthy canola oil, for example? Well, the agricultural field, the governments, because the government, especially Canadian government, makes a lot of money off of canola. It's just the inventor and the first producer of canola oil everywhere in the world. So heart healthy, what is heart healthy? Well, that's an oil that used to be used only for lubricating machinery. Turns out that since we produce so much of it, we have to tag it some other way. So what better way than make humans consume something that is not necessarily even out for human consumption? That's one of them, right? So other things like the food industry. Wow, food industry is just it's all about hurting you with the things that you don't know. 100% pure this, gluten-free water, like alkaline this, USDA certified organic. All those things, all those tags that are like, oh yeah, that gives me peace of mind. I can just skip like the peripheral areas of the grocery store, the ones that don't have any labels, and that you actually have one ingredient per food. Broccoli is broccoli, cauliflower is cauliflower, meat is meat. Oh, and then you can confidently I can go through the middle aisles and buy boxes that are going to last longer, and I know they're going to nourish my kids and my family and things like that. Come on, people. You are being victim of your own ignorance. And the reason I say this is not because I want you to feel bad about it. It's because I want you to be aware of there's billions upon billions of dollars out there that are like, I don't know if you knew this, for example, General Mills has a whole lab, which is like the cold cereal university or something like that. So cold cereal. So you have 24/7 whole buildings full of R&D, research and development, just to make sure that the cold cereal that you're eating in the morning seems like it's nutritious to you and it's the most palatable. And there's a sweet spot between, kind of like it tasting good and looking healthy that people will gravitate to. That is actually even like behavioral, techniques that those guys will resource to. So you're like, oh, that looks like it has 100% brand, 30% of your daily recommended, intake. That looks like it's good. I mean, there's no going wrong with that. Yes, there is. Yes, there is, because what you don't know is what kinds of like sugar. Does it say that it has like the zero recommended amount of sugar that you should have a day in that cereal? That doesn't say that. Actually, if you want to be a little more malicious about it, ask yourself why when you pull the labels, it says what the recommended amount of sodium is, or what percentage of the recommended amount of sodium or the fiber, but it doesn't say anything about the sugar, for example. Who knew? All right, so there you go. Who do you think is lobbying for you not to know that perfect cereal that has 20% of the daily recommended amount of fiber has 200% the recommended amount of your daily intake of sugar, and it's not showing there, right? All right, so the whole idea here is, once again, it's just to raise awareness. People going about, their lives, not knowing what's happening to them. And this thing goes for vaccines. Oh yeah, vaccines is another one. I mean, even today, there are certain vaccines that are being massively produced or mass produced that contain traces of like mercury, lead, arsenic, and some things like that. I mean, they are being used, if not in North America, in many countries in the world, for some of the more common diseases out there, and people don't like, just even like the implants in your mouth. All right, so they do have active mercury in them, still regularly used they still have it. You can have like the ceramic ones or whatever it is, but you have to pay extra. So those things are like, what you don't know can hurt you. Yes, it can. I mean, and part of the campaign that you are being victim as we speak is now there are companies like, for example, this is just thing that came to mind right now. Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat is a good one. So you have, I was just driving by a fast food chain, and it had a beautiful looking burger that says Beyond Meat. It says meaty taste, planty based. All right, so that was the slogan. And I'm like, why would you even, if you're a vegan, why would you even want something that you quit because of the taste, which is meat? Yeah, so if it's a meatless burger, it should look like a lump of vegetables, not look like food. Now, it turns out that thing has dextrose maltodextrin. It has stabilizers. It has a bunch of different things that are they're going to kill you like 10 times faster than any meat in any amount that you can eat. And they are promoting that. I remember seeing in the stock market when that company actually started trading publicly, the hoopla about it, like, oh, great, now, like social conscious or conscience is actually, hit the stock market and things like that. What are you talking about? Natural is natural, like natural foods, like plant-based or animal-based. There's no like animal-based mimicking plant-based foods that are going to be better for you. It doesn't work like that. And the thing goes for fats, the same thing. So you have like corn, safflower, sunflower, all those things, like a bunch of different, like canola, of different, like horrendous things that are mechanically and chemically produced that you're going to put in your body, and you're going to tell me that is actually better than naturally occurring whatever, like coconut oil or even lard, So it's just, come on, it's time to use. I do understand that what you don't know can be used against you. But the one thing that is very powerful, very, very powerful, and this is where you and I have equal skills, is use your common sense. Use your logic, all right? So there's no way you're going to buy something packaged that is a food that is meant to mimic something else that is highly processed, and you're actually going to better off with your health. Notice right now, I'm not pitching like vegan, paleo, keto, carnivore. It has nothing to do with that. You want vegetables, your vegetables the way they're intended to be. I mean, if anything, like, raw or lightly steamed or sauteed or something like that, something that is appealing, but it still looks like a vegetable, which is the key. Meat needs to look like meat, not like vegetables. Vegetables don't need to look like meat, all right? Oils, where they come from. When you see something that resembles like butter, but it's made out of a bunch of chemically saturated fats, which is a trans fat, that cannot be better for you. Oh, the new plant-based, blah, blah, blah. No, not plant-based. That is a trans fat. Forget about plant-based. They're trying to sell you a trans fat. When it says 100% no additives, 100% pure fruit, blah, blah, blah. But it comes in a liquid that looks like nothing that came from the earth. And it's in a colorful container. Why do you think there's so much, colorful and appeal in the container if all you need is the actual 100% fruit that came from the earth? When you grab the actual fruit that comes from and you look at the container, buddy, come on. I mean, there's no way you can find the same appeal in a box, no matter how many colors it has, than the actual fruit that is meant to be in that stupid box. All right? So that's all I'm trying to say. There's a super people that start training with me, that start being coached by me, they sometimes get confused because the first thing I send them, it's a 5-tip guide. And this 5-tip guide is so ridiculously straightforward. And if you implemented that right away, today, tomorrow you would start feeling better. And in 10 days from now, you would lose your first 5 to 10 pounds. What? Is that easy as that? Yeah, and all it says is eat real food and forget about the things that are not real. More or less. Okay, so it's actually in 5 different categories. You make sure that you hit your macros, you eat real food, you hit your micros, your vitamins, and your vitamins or minerals. All right, and you do it in a specific way, in a specific ratio. Your body 100 out of 100 times is going to be better off. 100 out of 100 times. And the funny thing is that if you look at it from the perspective that I am using in that particular guide, it's very close to vegan. It's very close to keto. What? Did you say keto and vegan? Yeah, it's very close by volume to vegan, but by calories and by nutrients, it's very close to keto. It's perfectly paleo. It's perfectly vegetarian. You got to be kidding me, Alejandro. Come on, don't pull my legs like that. I am dead serious. All you have to do, actually, send me a message, and I will send you the guide, and I will gladly review it with you, so you see that I am not making this up. You apply what's the information that is there, and for one, that is going to give you enough information. That really short guide, I think it's like 9 pages or something like that, and it's lots of graphics and whatnot. It's going to give you so much information that you will not be hurt by things you don't know anymore when it comes to at least nutrition, because all you have to do is follow those simple guidelines, and you are going to start making changes to your body, like promise, guaranteed. I've tried those myself. Those are the ones that I use on my daily basis. I'm 46. I'm going to turn 47 years old, and I am in better shape right now than I was in my 20s. And I don't work out 5-6 days a week. I don't. Okay. So I have a family. I have 3 businesses. I have 3 kids. I have a wife. So I work out 2-3 times a week the right way, and that is enough. Okay. To stay healthy. I'm not a competitor or anything like that. But those are the things that I am trying to push out there, that I'm trying to help people get in their minds so that they feel more confident when they are going outside, when they're making decisions about vaccines, when they're making decisions about their grocery shopping, when they're making decisions about what gym to join or what to skip, or what is hoopla and what is trendy and what actually works. That's all I'm trying to say. Because yes, it can hurt you. Exercise, any day can hurt you. Any day. If you don't know what you're doing, you know what? Just stick to what you do. What is it? Swimming? Swim. Riding the bicycle? Ride the bicycle. Walking? Walk. And that's it. Just stick to what you know. If you're going to start something that is beyond what you know, then get advice. Truly, get advice. Unfortunately, as much as there's fantastic advice out there on YouTube, on Google, on Facebook, everywhere, there's lots of people trying to make a buck of you. All right? So, I started sweating and everything, okay, with this one. So, all I'm trying to say, and once again, I've said this many times, I'm very repetitive, but what my quest is, and let me put it that way, what my quest is for people that get my information across to be healthier. Okay? One habit at a time. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay? All right. This was the Health Rant of the Week, episode 30. My name is Alejandro Fleury, certified fitness and nutrition coach. Please remember to subscribe, and to comment. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? So I'll see you next week with another video.